Hello everyone, this session is for all of you who have a sedentary job. Sitting is a natural part of our lives, but when there's too much of it, we simply need to balance it out. This session will give your body that compensation and relief. Let's start standing at the top of the mat. Inhale, lift your arms up, and as you exhale, rotate to one side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, rotate to other side. Inhale, lift your arms up, and on the exhale, lower your arms down, keeping your spine long into a half chair position. Hands to the floor, look forward and slowly walk your hands to the front into a plank position. Hold the plank for 3, 2, 1 and then gently lower yourself down onto your belly. Straighten both hands back, lift the chest up and hold for 3, 2, 1. Place your hands under your shoulders, press up to plank, hold. Now lower your knees and shift back to child's pose. Now lift yourself up back to the plank position and walk your hands towards your feet again. Lower your hips and rise up with a long spine. Inhale, exhale, rotate. Inhale up and rotate again. And let's repeat. Lower your arms, hands to the floor. Look forward. Walk your hands to the plank position. Hold. Then gently lower yourself down onto your belly. Airplane position. Hold. Hands under your shoulder. Press up to plank. And hold. Slowly walk your hands back towards your feet. Lower your hips. Then rise all the way up with a straight spine. Inhale up. Exhale, rotate. Inhale up and exhale, rotate to the other side. Inhale up. Fold all the way down, this time coming into deep squat. Place your hands on the floor and try strengthening your knees just a little. Belly stays glued to your thighs. Bend the knees and straighten. And bend slowly without forcing anything. Hands stay grounded to protect your lower back. Rise halfway and walk forward into plank. Now rotate your heels to one side and lift the top arm into a side plank. Hold. Back to plank, switch sides. Hold. Return to plank, lower your knees and go back to child's pose. Slow inhale, slow exhale. From child's pose, shift forward again and lengthen your whole body, keeping a gentle pressure in the palms and knees. Move back and forth slowly, always keeping the body active and long. And again, forward. Open the chest, child's pose. Lift into downward facing dog and pedal your feet. Bend your knees and keep the spine long. When you sit a lot, your body tends to round, so here we keep the back straight. Walk your hands toward your feet again, lower your hips and hold in a child's pose. 3, 2, 1. Rise up with a long spine. Inhale and exhale to rotate. Inhale up and rotate again. Inhale up. Fold all the way down. This time coming onto tabletop. Lower your knees. Curl the toes. And lift your knees slightly off the floor. Try lifting one hand, then the other, keeping the torso stable. Draw your pubic bone to the belly button so it keeps your center active. Lower the knees, sit back into child's pose, arms extended. Then slide into a puppy pose. Arms long, core active and don't let your chest sink, protect your shoulders. Press the palms into the mat, lift one arm, return, and lift the other arm, return. Alternating sides and keeping the body stable. Now lay down on your belly, hands under your shoulders and lift your chest up together with your feet. Release and shift yourself back to child's pose. Back to tabletop. And now bring your right knee to your right wrist and enter pigeon pose. Stay on your elbows and sway the hips side to side to release the hip joint. and breathe slowly. Now extend the arms long and soften deeper. And breathe. Breathe into the pose. Releasing the hip joint. Lift up, release, back to tabletop, and switch sides. Left knee to left wrist. Lower down on your elbows and sway the hips again side to side to release the hip joint. Breathing slowly, enjoying the position and extending the arms long again. Soften deeper. Breathe. After repeating pigeon on the both sides, return to all your fours and roll onto your back. Keep your shoulders away from your ears and now pull your right knee toward your right shoulder. Extend the opposite leg long with the heels reaching away and toes flexed. Switch sides and repeat. Now, bend both knees. Draw the pubic bone towards your belly. Press your elbows into the mat, ribs down, lift the hips up into a glute bridge. This activates the glutes and releases the front thighs. Perfect compensation for long sitting. Lower and repeat several times with control. Now roll onto your side and slowly come up to seated, either cross-legged or on your heels. Place your fingers behind the head and softly move your elbows. In and out. This releases the neck and upper back. Inhale, opening the chest. Exhale, elbows in. Now, extend your arms out. Rotate the thumbs outwards. External shoulder rotation. This opens the chest and shoulders. And feel the movement coming from the shoulder blades, through your shoulders, until your wrists. Now release and roll your shoulders back, one after another. And simply enjoy this movement, since your shoulders could be stiff. And we are done! Namaste! If you spend your whole day sitting, try to finish the day with some movement. Go for a walk, run, or simply do an activity that isn't in seated position.